I'm a good person to be friends with. Like I like my friendships with men more than anything. Like my platonic friendships with men, I've always loved those friendships where we never like had sex or anything. We just chill and have fun, have a good time. Those have been my favorite experiences with men. I don't like once we get in a relationship because they change, it gets different. Men change significantly when they get in a relationship with me. And I think it's because I built the friendship with them first. And they kind of fall hard for me. And but to stay with me, you have to really change who you are as a man if you was a fucked up person first. But I think some of the guys that I was like, that I ended up dating, they didn't genuinely care about me. They was putting on a facade. And that's what breaks my heart about my son's father. That's what was breaking my heart a lot too, because I felt like he was my friend. And I felt like I was losing my friend. And because he was never my friend, he was just pretending to be my friend. And that hurt me so bad. It wasn't that he wanted somebody else or loved somebody else or he wanted to move on. It was, I thought you was my friend. This shit broke me, man. That shit was really hard. I really took that hard because I'm big on friendship. I'm big on family. I'm big on loyalty, honesty, and commitment and stuff like that. I'm really like a good person to be with. But it's just, I just have better friendships with men because a lot of men like to cheat and stuff. No, he did not pop Viagra for his erection. No, he did not. Y'all are stupid. All right, let me go back. Where was I at? Yeah, the hearts was cute. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute to watch the hearts. I don't know if Hebrew Israelites can have multiple wives. I don't know enough about the Hebrew Israelite faith. I don't know enough about it. He stayed for 15 years, so he obviously loved her. Hey, I think so too. But we're just talking about when he first married her. He was too young. He was 22. So when you first marry someone versus 15 years later, yeah, I mean, like to me, he probably had a very decent friendship with this person. That's why when he told me he still wanted to be friends with her, even if we got married, I was okay with that. I was like, I can respect that because I mean, anybody that I've been friends with for 20 years, I would want to stay friends with. He made me get rid of a lot of my friends who were male. He told me I couldn't be around him and be with him at the same time. So I should have been like, well, fuck Sidonian then. But initially I was just trying to be cool with it until she started being a problem because she started like how the Lulu doing now, like watching all my videos and stalking me and hitting me up on Facebook. Sidonia was doing that shit too first. And I was like, listen, girl, like you don't have to stalk and harass me. It's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. But I really just I'm not a jealous type of person. Like I'm not the type of person that like I feel like whoever I'm with, if I can't trust them, I can't be with them. So if I'm with a man and he tells me someone is just his friend, I believe that. When Priest would talk to me and he would tell me certain things, I would believe him because I initially just trusted him. I put my trust into him until he gave me a reason not to. If you truly believe that, then you would get with a married man. And so I don't know what that you have to. Yeah, I was like, delete that whole marriage because he got married at 22. That's a delete the marriage type of shit. Like, and they argued the whole time and he cheated on her ass the whole time. That's another reason why it's just like hard to believe that he loved her. But I think he did, but at the same time, he cheated on her ass the whole time. The entire time. There wasn't a moment this dude wasn't cheating on her ass. And I know because he told me. It isn't she telling me, it's he told me. He told me he cheated on her the whole time. He was telling me the story. Listen, when I tell you this man, when he decided he didn't want to be with me anymore, he just decided to start telling me shit that he used to do and how he used to trick her ass. Like when we decided, remember we were friends before we got together. So when we started like breaking up, it was a gradual thing. It was like I was pregnant and I knew something was wrong. And he would leave, right? And then he would come back on his own. And then one day he was like, I'm only staying with you because you're pregnant. And I was like, yuck, that's a bad reason to stay. It should suck. But it was hurtful, but at the same time, he was starting to like feel comfortable and be who his real self, his real fucked up self. Like it's a difference between being who you think somebody want to be versus actually being yourself and just saying, I'm a fucked up person and this is what I be doing. He just told me all these stories, the shit he used to do to her, and then fucked up stories too. Where she thinks she'd be picking him up and dropping him off at work when really she'd be taking him to a girl's house and he fucked that girl and shit. Like stuff like that. Shit's ridiculous. No. Don't no. Let me see. He also can get more child support. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, I really wish I wasn't getting child support from him at all. I really wish that I could just have him be around. Because that's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever asked Priest for. So when his sister was like, oh, you only want him for money. You want him for his money. I was like, what money? He broke. I just want him to be around his kid. He ain't got no money. I don't know why she thought he had money. He ain't got that money. You know? Thank you, Latasha, if you sent me a Cash App. Everybody who sent something to Cash App, thank you, because I'm really trying to like pull this shit together. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I was about to die in here. Thank you. Whoever sent me Cash App, oh my God, thank you. I'm being this joint tripping. Like, I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be scared. I really be scared. So I'm serious. I'd be scared of shit. I wake up every morning scared of shit. I'd be like, oh my God, how am I gonna get this money? And I just get on social media and I just be like, all right, this is what it is. And so whoever sent me something, I love you. Oh my God, thank you for helping me because my ass. Bitch, I be up here about to cry. You understand? It's hard. That's history. It states, what are some things that you are working on with your son individually and daily to help him with his autism? Like right now, all over I don't know if y'all can see. Well, you can't really see them, but in order to help him, there's signs all over the room. Like over here, you can't see it, but over here is like the United States of America. It's numbers, it's alphabets, it's shapes, it's farm animals. Over there is money. And then right next to the bed that he needs to work on the most, I put right next to the bed so he keeps seeing it. So his body, show him the pieces of his body, like his face, his mouth, his lips, his arms. And next to it is emotions. Because he really doesn't, he used to didn't understand emotions before I put that sign up there. And then next to it is good manners. I'm trying to teach him manners and shit. On this wall, it's the seasons and the months of the year. And over here is time and space. So he got the solar system over here and a clock. And it's teaching him times and different like Eastern Standard, Pacific Standard. And then he has speech therapy, occupational therapy. And then we're teaching him stuff like, you know how he'd be like, juice. I know y'all be hearing him sometimes. Like this morning, he was asking me for smoothie. He was just like, green machine. Because what he does is he just screams out what he wants or he just takes what he wants. So we're trying to teach him how to ask for what he wants and not to take something just because he see it because it's not his, it's somebody else's. So you got to teach him to not take, like he used to when he got to school, he saw something somebody else had, like a scooter or a toy or something, he would just take it because he thought he could have access to it, like it was his or something. So we had to teach him that shit. But right now you can only teach him certain things at a time before he get overwhelmed with it. As far as writing, he just started, let me show you. Because people was talking to me about his writing. Let me show you how he's improved with his writing. Initially, he wouldn't do schoolwork. We couldn't get him to do anything academic, and all of this is schoolwork that he just started doing within the last like month. Because before that, we couldn't do it. This is him writing his name. Those of you that don't know, my son's real name is Ahmad. We call him Justice. Justice is his nickname. Ahmad is the name that his father gave him. I don't want for people to call him Ahmad, but some people do come in my comment section, calling him Ahmad, trying to be funny. But Ahmad is, his name. So we're trying to teach him that mommy and the public calls him Justice, and Ahmad is just like his government, and it's what his father named him. And people already know this because they be putting it in my chat, so they know. But for people that don't know, my son's nickname is Justice, and I prefer for people to refer to him as Justice, because his father named him Ahmad. Now I like his name, or I wouldn't have agreed to it, but at the same time, it's just like I don't want, you know. But this is all work. But this is him writing his name. He's finally like getting better at that. I don't think y'all could see it though, because it's like a pencil form. But he started writing his name. He started coloring and stuff, his name. So he's doing like better than he was. Like, remember when I said he doesn't really know how to write, and all he writes is circles? As you can see, that's like changing from him being in school and in therapy. It's no longer just circles. He's doing like zigzags now. So he's learning to control his muscle movement, which he still struggles with that, because sometimes, like I told y'all before, well, maybe I didn't tell y'all, but it's almost like he got super strength. He's extremely strong. So he's having a hard time controlling, his strength. That's why when I say he got superpowers, that's what I be talking about. And people be like, what are you talking about? And that's what I be talking about. It's superpowers. So yeah. First of all, God don't punish nobody. That is the stupidest. God do not punish. No, God does not punish me. Let me tell you something. I sit here and I pray. I talk to God every day. God is not punishing me because I didn't do anything wrong to be punished. God knows my heart. God knows where my heart was when I was dating my son's father. And God knows how much I was not in it doing anything malicious or trying to hurt anybody. So I hate when people try to make it seem like my current situation is because I'm being punished. No, sometimes you're being taught stuff so you can be prepared for something else. This is the transition process from me becoming the woman that I used to be to becoming an entirely different woman. The new woman that I'm becoming, I have to learn a lot of new things to become that woman, because before I didn't know a lot about autism. I didn't know anything about advocating for it. I didn't know anything about spreading community awareness and doing a lot of charities and giving back to the community the way that I know now. Before, I was just giving back to the community, doing a lot of volunteer work, helping like the homeless. But now what's happening to me is that I'm turning into an advocate, to where eventually I'll become one of those people who is a part of that specific community, who is doing something major, like creating autism centers and programs and things like that. And that puts me on another level as a public figure. So in order for me to become that type of person, I had to be humbled. I had to live life the way that I was living, to learn what I needed to learn in order to get to the next level. So this isn't about God punishing me. This is God teaching me something. I would have never, ever thought I could become an advocate for anything like this had I not went through this experience and met the other advocates and started dealing with charities and dealing with other churches and other people in the community, so I could learn that, yeah, this is a possibility for me. I was not thinking about getting a 501c until this situation. So this isn't about me being punished by God or anything ridiculous like that, okay? Hey, beautiful people. I'm coming to y'all from the heart today because my son Justice needs some extra love and support. As many of you know, he's on the autism spectrum, and I'm doing everything I can to give him the care he deserves. That means funding his evaluations, his therapy, his sensory tools, and the help of his amazing special care nurse, Luciana, who is a real MVP. Plus, I'm working on moving us into a new home so he can have a stable, sensory-friendly space where he can truly thrive. If you feel it in your heart to help, you can donate via Cash App at $4SOMO. Every dollar goes straight to making his life better. And if you can't donate, no worries. Just like, share, and subscribe to keep these videos moving and help me earn more from YouTube. Every click, every comment, and every share is a blessing. I love y'all so much. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for riding with us on this journey. Have vision and stay focused. Bye.